Hi, in this tutorial, we are going to consider factorization, and as a focus in mathematics step 1, in order to prepare adequately for an exam. We are trying to say to factorize is to factor out what is common from the terms given in the expression. By that, we mean if we have 4a plus, that is 8, and we are told to factorize. The first thing is that these are the numbers in the expression, which is 4 as well as 8. So I'm going to say there is a number which can be divided into 4 as well as 8 without leaving a remainder. That number is 4. And when we write this 4, it means we have been able to target what is common. What is common can be a number which can be divided in the numbers given in the expression. Also, what can also be common could be a letter that can be able to be found attached to both or the numbers in the expression. So in this case, the common number is 4, and then we introduce the brackets. We say 4 into 4, that's 1, leaving us with a, plus 4 into 8 is going to give us a 2. Having done that, it means we have factorized, and if we try to expand, it's going to give 4 times a back to 4a, plus 4 times 2 is going to give us an 8. So to factorize is to factor out what is common from the terms given in the expression. Then we consider the examples. Factorize the following. So we're trying to use the other examples. So on A, I'm going to say 2a plus 8. To factorize, we are firstly going to consider the numbers. There is 2, there is 8. Which means in this 2 and in this 8, there is a common number. We can successfully divide in order to let it be the common number. Being that the same 2 can be divided into these 2, the same 2 can be divided into 8 for the purpose that it can't leave us with a remainder. Then we introduce the brackets. 2 into 2 is going to cancel out, thereby leaving a, plus 2 into 8 is going to give us a 4. Now that a is a variable, 4 is a digit, it simply means these are unlike terms and can never be further added. Hence, we are going to say this is our answer. Then on Roman numeral 2, we're going to say 3x squared, and then it's plus 12y, and then it's plus 15. We're going to find that x is with 3 and is not with a 12, 12 with a y, and 15 doesn't have a variable. This means the only common term will be a number, which can be divided into 3, 12, and 15. And the number is 3, and we open the brackets. We say 3 into 3, it cancels, thereby leaving x squared plus 3 into 12 is going to give us a 4, and then with a y. Then plus 3 into 15 is going to give us a 5. Having done that, it simply means we have factorized successfully. Then we're going to go to Roman numeral 3. This is another type of factorization that can involve difference of 2 squares. So on Roman numeral 3, we have 2x squared minus 8. In order to factorize such an expression, as usual, we're going to consider what is common, either a number or a variable. 2 is the digit and 8 is another digit in the same expression, implying 2 is common as it can be divided in both numbers. So 2 is common, open brackets, 2 into 2, it cancels, leaving us with x squared minus 2 into 8 is going to give us a 4. Having reached this stage, this simply means if this variable is raised to the power 2, chances are this is a perfect square. Unless it isn't, then we can say we're done. But in as much as 4 is a perfect square, it simply means it can be reduced to its square root. By that I mean this is going to be 2, then x squared minus the square root of 4 is 2 to the power 2. And then the more reason I've said 2 to the power is because the square root of 4 is 2, but this 2 is representing 4. So how many times can we multiply 2 successfully to get 4? So it's multiplied twice. Then what we're going to do lastly is to write the expression in form of 2 brackets separately. There are 2 x variables here. We pick one minus a single 2. This means there remains one x and the other 2. In order to maintain the original sign that was in the brackets, we can't say negative, because negative multiplied by negative should be able to give us the actual original sign in the expression. Hence here, we're going to put a positive, in the sense that negative multiplied by positive will still give us a negative. Having done that, it means we factorize successively. Then also we're going to find that we have 3x squared and then minus 27. The first important thing, we're going to consider what is common, and thereby this is 3 because it can be divided into 3 as well as 27. Then open brackets, it's going to be x squared minus 3 into 27 is a 9. Hence this is going to become 3. Then x squared minus, this can be reduced to its square root, which is 3 to the power 2. Then this is going to become 3. Then x minus 3, as usual, x plus 3. Having done that, it means you have factorized successfully, and I hope you can be able to create more time to relate the same very information to develop self-reliance and at least be able to create that self-dependence in order to emerge victoriously over the oncoming exam. Make sure you grab a paper, you solve often, you pause where you haven't understood. Stay focused.